Hello students, in this video lecture I am going to discuss connection object. See, to connect to the database you set the connection type, specifies the data source and connect to the data source. When you are finished working with the data, you close the connection. See, first see the connection type. Connection type you can use the connection object to connect to a specified data source. You can use either the SQL connection or object to connect to SQL Server database, or the OLDB connection object to connect to other types of data source. Then second, specifies the data source. After you set the connection type, you use the connection string property to specify the source database and other information used to establish the connection. The format of these strings differs slightly between the SQL client namespace and the OLDB namespace. Then third, connect to the data source. Each connection object supports an open method that opens the connection after the connection of properties have been set, and a close method that closes the connection to the database after all transactions have cleared up. Then second, command object. You can use the edu.net command object to execute commands and optional to return data from a data source. You can use the SQL command with the SQL Server database and the OLDB command with all other types of data source. Then creating commands. You can create a command in one of two ways. Use the command constructor passing the connection name as an argument. Use the create command method of the connection object. Then you can use the command text property of the command object to set and retrieve the SQL statement being executed. You can use any valid SQL statement with the specified data source, including data manipulation, definition and control statement. Then next, executing commands. You can only execute command within a valid and open connection. The command object provides three methods that you can use to execute command. First, execute reader. Second, execute scalar. Third, execute non-query. Say execute reader. Use this method when the query will return a stream of data such as select statement, returning a set of records. This method returns the records in a SQL data reader or OLDB data reader object. Then execute scalar. Use this method when the query will return a singleton value. For example, a select statement returning an aggregate value. It executes the query and return the first column of the first row in the result set. Ignore any other data that is returned. This method requires less code than using the execute reader method and accessing a single value from the SQL data reader object. Then next, execute non-query. Use this method when the query will not return a result. For example, an insert statement. Then next, data reader class. Data readers let you read record after record and retrieve individual values in each record. Then, data reader object in edu.net is stream based forward only, read only retrieval of query results from the data source which do not update the data. And next, the data reader cannot be created directly from code. They created only by calling the execute reader method of a command object. Then see the next, reading data. Reading data. You can instant the data reader object by using execute reader method of the command object. After you create the data reader, you can call the read method to obtain data in the rows. You can access the columns by name, ordinally number or native type. In conjunction with ordinally number, you must ensure that you use the close method of data reader object before accessing any output of return parameters from the store procedure.